Hi, and welcome to MTG Reads. I'm DP, author, MTG fan, and voracious reader, here to guide you through some of the best of the many articles that are published each week, because after all, your time is precious. There have been 147 articles that I came across this week, and as is often the case, many of those have been triggered by Wizards' announcements of new products and reveals and spoilers. But such is the pace of products coming out of Wizards that actually that does not narrow down the field of what articles are out there. For example, let's start with Connor Macleod over at Channel Fireball. Connor is looking at Arena. Dominaria is just about to come out as a draft event and go into Historic, and he's been playing for free for 2 years. It's given him plenty of time to research the highs and lows of the game, where he hasn't spent a single penny or cent on the game. He compares it against other games like Hearthstone and takes a look at how Arena does. It's a very, very insightful article and well written. But moving away from Arena, completely different product, Jason Torbeck over at Hipsters of the Coast is looking at the Core 21 release that only happened a few weeks ago. With Teferi as the face card of that one, what Jason does is take a look at the nature of time. He's looking at psychology, current affairs, the history of Magic the Gathering, the lore, 20th century theologians, absolutely everything, and the impact of all of those on our perception of time and as that applies to current affairs in the world today. It's a fascinating article, and it shows you just how a little bit of inspiration can go an awful long way in a well-written article. But Core 21 was several weeks ago, and since then we've had Jumpstart. Gianluca Aicardi over at Pure MTGO is taking a look at a more traditional article for that particular product, which, whilst it has released in the States, hasn't even hit the shores here in the UK. What Gianluca looks at is the impact of this themed release, and very often many of those packs are tribal, and he's looking at the impact on the tribal decks of the different historic formats. So he's looking at Vintage, Legacy, Pauper, Commander, Historic, and what Jumpstart means to all of the legacy decks in those formats. But moving on, another product, of course, we've had Double Masters previews have just finished, and Cassie LaBelle over at TCG Player, she's taking a good look at Double Masters, partly because she was revealing 5 of the cards. That was the enemy filter lands that she revealed. Her article starts like a traditional reveal, but then she goes on to take a look at the impact of those cards and their timing by taking a look at the markets and how the markets change over time and the trends and the analysis, and whether this was the right time to release those lands or maybe Wizards should have waited a year longer, and what is the impact of this on the prices and the game going forward. She also takes a couple of moments to take a look at the overall value for money for the Double Masters release, as well as looking at yet another upcoming product. Which leads us on nicely to Frank Lepore's article over at Cool Stuff Inc. Frank talks about the newest product to be announced by Mark Rosewater, which was set boosters. These will come alongside Zendikar, and it means that for that release we will have draft boosters, set boosters, collector boosters, theme boosters, plus commander decks, plus who knows what else. Frank digs through all of that chaos to explain exactly what is in this product. Plenty of people have done that, but where Frank stands out above those articles is he goes into some analysis about what this is likely to mean to a player experience, opening those as opposed to draft boosters. Now, Frank admits up front that he is probably the target audience for this, but he does do a very good piece of analysis explaining the packs to us. So as you can see, with Arena, Core 21, Double Masters, Jumpstart, set boosters, there are so many products tumbling out of Wizards of the Coast at the moment that there is lots of inspiration, which is why we're seeing so many good and varied articles and not just simple walkthroughs of set releases. That's about it for this week. So if you like what you've seen, please give a thumbs up down below or consider even subscribing, and I'll come back again shortly with some more articles. Until then, happy reading.